For the Lakers, Whiteside and JaVale McGee
He hit that.
Here's Anthony Davis. He'll pull a mid-range and knocks it down.
This play, you could tell that he put an emphasis on to make sure the ball is hopping, to be crisp, and to pay attention to detail.
There's a block by Anthony Davis. 0 for 2. LeBron with a long three, and that one's down. LeBron James. Anthony, 2-1 in this series.
Cross screen for LeBron right now. They're going to try to keep him involved on that post.
Up top for Dwight.
Calls of Coach Vogel.
Assist number 6 for LeBron James. Howard's first basket. Here is Melo. Nifty move.
And what's expected of us, nothing less than a championship. And I'm up for it, and I have to have a different temperament than I did when we were playing to just.
And Milwaukee, a disciple of George Karl. Here's Lillard all the way in. Lillard with the Mavericks team in 2011.
Both assistant coaches are now head coaches and doing great right now. So, hey guys.
Disrupted by Nurkic. In transition, the Blazers. McCollum, the crossover. McCollum all the way in with a reverse.
Dwight Howard has post position inside. 3 seconds maybe.
Wanted the ball. They didn't find it, but they get a 3-ball. And now Carmelo Anthony and Dwight Howard come together. Danny Green hits the shot. 15-0 to start this game. Lakers in the first 4 minutes had that big lead. Caruso all the way in, the layup. Overwhelming the 8-seeded Blazers right now as we approach the 1-minute mark of this first half. LeBron James just shoots 76 points on the board, 18 from LeBron. He's got 7 assists as well. Gary Trent Jr. with a threes from Charles Barkley. Developing as a story on its own right now. Absolute kiss of death as LeBron on this floor. 2 opponents with 50-plus. Coming to the end of this second quarter, LeBron James all the way in. Arenas in the NBA, I'll never forget, as long as I'm doing this job, the incredible finish against Oklahoma City last year for this one after a dominating first-half performance. Anthony Davis. No, LeBron rips down the offensive board and scores a group, but also compartmentalizing all of that to be able to compete in these playoffs here.
There's no question, and even in the last 24 hours has continued to utilize his platform even though he is on the NBA campus.
Well, as LeBron takes a deep three.
Oh my goodness.
I just like this, Sheree, to be in this bubble while others are just senselessly being murdered outside the bubble. Those out there in the struggle so they can get back to work and continue the great work they're doing.
Carmelo Anthony. Just to see if Frank Vogel will try to get some more minutes. There's going up top for McGee. LeBron made eye contact, delivers it. James, that's number 8. 21 assists for the Lakers on 34 made baskets. That's going to be a foul. Nurkic sends it out to Carmelo Anthony, and the three-pointer is in, and a foul.
This is their so-called 4th playoff game, but in my estimation, it's their 12th because those first 8, as you said, had to be in playoff form.
26. Kyle Kuzma has hit his 3rd 3 tonight. There's Carmelo Anthony, a little vintage Melo right there. Skinny.
Others involved, and let guys get a feel for how to continue to play off of, because they're going to have some offensive struggles later on in this playoffs.
Kyle Kuzma hits.
Yes, someone's going to say you're not doing enough. You're never going to be good enough until we win a championship, and you'll be the greatest. And just keep your focus on the big picture. Feel good about his game.
He's put up a lot of points in his playoff career. He's got over 1,000 points in playoff action as Dwight Howard gets a couple of rebounds out of that.
And Nurkic have been frustrated all night since the very first play when Melo thought he was fouled on a play and didn't get the call. And you've seen that frustration. If he and AD aren't on the floor at the same time, how will the others react? These are the type of plays, and this next 12 minutes can kind of share. And in these games, you iron out the pecking order. You iron out who's going to have the ball late in the shot clock, what type of players there are, just like,
Got some sweeps in the East, but this Western Conference has gotten tighter. There's a flush by
all the time, and if the Lakers find another facilitator to give LeBron 3 or 4 minutes of rest, Whiteside just shot a 3.
What a wild year it has been for Waiters. It's self-inflicted in a lot of ways. He was in limbo with Miami. He was suspended for 50, first time ever opponent scoring 50 plus in a playoff game, as Hezonja hits in this year, as the scoring tandems go. And then for the Dallas Mavericks, as Waiters.
You're so right. And first of all, there are some great coaching staffs here. All the coaching staffs, in my opinion, really have some great guys. The set of these guys increase all year long, and he makes them better players.
Three-pointer is good.
That he was just an incredible amount of pain. It was hard for him to move. And Coach Vogel told us before today's game that
earlier today. And his last game, as Jared mentioned, early March, it was March 10th, the last time he played in an NBA.
It is Rondo. He can be that facilitator. That's why I was so impressed tonight.
On Wednesday night, we'll have it for you here on TNT. One last heave. Simons can't get it to go, and it's the Lakers by 20. LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and the Los Angeles Lakers.